Okay, new recording, because once again, OBS is being special. Alright, so, a couple things we're going to do today. First thing is, there's a wild area event for, it's Cryogonal, Starmie, and Delibird. Which is odd, there's only those three. I get why they chose them, but where there isn't more than that. Anyways, the only one that we're interested in is Delibird, because that's the only one that's shiny. So 5-star raids have a 2% chance of Delibird being, or a shiny Delibird, I should say. And they also have an 18% chance of a normal Delibird. So in other terms, anytime we're in a situation like this, where it's 5-star and Delibird, we have about a 10% chance. That's why we're not going to do a counter for this, because what's the point? It's not going to take me very long. And then after we do this, we'll do some more Meowth eggs. So, let's go ahead and... Chandler would actually probably be fine for this. Oh, right, we cleaned out everything. But we'll use, actually, I don't know, does Chandler have a... No, it doesn't even have a fire type attack. Okay. We'll use some hack nonsense, we'll load in, and we'll see what happens. Pretty sure that's not shiny. The shiny Delibird is, very pink. I think that might be a good spot for my, music thing. Let's see here. That's the only reason why I'm letting it load in this far, is just to see where that is. It's right where, yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. I was hoping I didn't have to move it, because, oops. Since it's in the same spot as it would normally be in for egg hunts, so I was like, well, hopefully I don't have to move it, and I don't, so that's perfect. So, now we get to the, not interesting part of these types of hunts, where we just kind of, well, we don't really do much of anything except play with the system clock, so that sucks. But, I mean, it's the easiest way to get it. So we know this one's not shiny. So, load in. I think I actually have my system clock linked right now. Where is it? There we go. Oh my god. I hate, ever since they added the update dock thing, this menu is actually worse to try and use. Or use for this anyways, because you have to scroll a little bit further. It's not really a big deal. I mean, I guess updating the dock is more important than being able to exploit the system clock in the game, or exploit the system clock for a game, but still. So pretty much we just do this until we get our, get another 5-star Delibird. And even though all 3 of these so far have been 5-star, there's no guarantee they will be. They can be 3, 4, or 5-star. I think they can be lower than that too, but that's only if you haven't, like, completed the game already. So, I believe you do have to beat the game in order to get 5-star, or in order to get the shiny Delibird to spawn. But, I mean, the game's been out for over 2 years now, so, you know. And it's not terribly difficult to beat. It does take a little bit. So the nice thing about this one is there is a little bit of a break in the monotony, because it's we do occasionally have to actually load into raids. The shiny Eevee hunt really sucked. I'm kind of glad I didn't do that on stream, because it took a while to do that, and it was entirely this part of it. It was just the system clock, because you could always tell if it was a normal Eevee that was 5-star, so it wasn't G-Max and it wasn't one of the Eeveelutions, then it was always shiny. But I think it was only like a 2% chance still. And that was 2% of 5 stars. And yeah, you needed 8 of them. So, I think 8? Yeah, because original trio, no, 9. But I already had one, so I only needed 8. Because you have Eevee, the original trio, which is 4. Gen 2 editions, so 6. Wait a second. Maybe it is only 8 then. Or, no, right. I needed 8. That's 9 total that you needed to get. But yeah, so Eevee, original trio, Gen 2 editions, which makes it 6. The Gen 4 editions to make it 8, and then Sylveon in Gen 6. It's a little disappointing we didn't get really any new. So like this Delibird is 3-star, so it's not what we want, so we don't need to load it up. It's disappointing that we didn't get any new Eeveelutions in this gen, being that every other even gen we've gotten Eeveelutions, so 2, 4, and 6. But I mean, this would have been like the perfect gen for a dragon type, or like a steel type, or something like that. Especially considering the game before this was Let's Go Pikachu, and more importantly, Let's Go Eevee. So it's like, well, it would have been kind of right on brand, because they're definitely pushing Eevee to be another mascot, which is fine, because Eevee's adorable. And having a whole bunch of different evolutions is really cool. Alright, well, hopefully we can at least get another 5-star Delibird to spawn at some point. It shouldn't be this rare. Like, shiny Delibird, maybe, but, you know, just getting any Delibird to spawn that's 5-star. I mean, even then, we've only had one Delibird that was 3-star, so... Okay, well, we at least got Delibird. It's closer, but still not what we need. The good news is, on average, it should only take 10 attempts to like 10 5-star Delibirds. Because again, it's 2% of the 5-star raids will have a shiny Delibird, and 18% will have a normal Delibird. So of 5-star raids that are Delibird, 10% of them should be shiny. So this one shouldn't reset it, yeah. Because instead of ticking over to the next month, so you see here I just went back, so because we were at the 31st and I just went up a day, so I went back to the 1st. You could increment the month, but like in this case I'd also have to increment the year, and it's just like, it doesn't matter. So let's put it up to 2. And no, going from the 31st to the 2nd doesn't like fix it either. The thing is, this exploit only works when the date increases to the next day, and so when you go back to 12/1, or you know, whatever month, if you go back to the first of it, it doesn't recognize that the date went forward, so it just kind of sits for a second. So you have to actually come back out, load up the save again, or you know, load up the raid again, and then do it again. I suppose you could go and change the system clock before you start the raid, and that might save you a couple seconds, but it's not a big deal. I guess it might have saved some time with the EVs, just because it would have been enough that it would have made a difference. But, oh well. Well, eventually this Delibird will spawn as a 5-star. Typically does not take this long to get that to happen. Well, I thought this was going to be a quick segment. But apparently not. We'll see how many shiny Meowth we get, or how many Galarian Meowth we get to try and get. Because I wanted to do another set of 150, but if this is going to be a nightmare, then that's not going to happen. So we might have to do like 90 or something. Yeah, I don't know. This is bizarre. Like, obviously, the game's not broken or anything, because we have gotten a 5-star Delibird. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that the first one was a 5-star, I'd be a little concerned right now. Funnily enough, that was literally my first, it was the first one of these dens that I spawned. So, like, I had spawned, you know, I had tried to spawn a couple dens, but they had been, like, the normal dens that are supposed to spawn there, not the event den. But the first time I actually got an event den, it was the, that 5-star Delibird that we started with. Nope. But yeah, since then we've done, like, 30, and we've not seen a single... Well, so we'll be at 30 on the 17th, I guess. Or actually 31 on the 17th. Also, it should be worth noting that this isn't like the weather in the wild area where you can set it to a specific day and it'll always have the or at least certain days will always have like the same weather across the entire area. There's no way to like set it to a specific date for this. It is entirely just random. Also, we are well past due for getting another 5-star Delibird. This is, I'm just like doing the math in my head. It's 1 in 3 to have it be 5-star, and then 1 in 5 to have it be Delibird, right? Because it's 18% for normal and 2% for shiny, so that's 20%, so 1 in 5. And we've done almost 30 spawns now without seeing a single one. Again, we saw the very first one, but then since then, it's been almost 30. And anyway, so it's 1 in 3 and then the 1 in 5, so together it's 1 in 15 chance of the correct one spawning. Really? Well, okay, sorry, yeah. 1 in 15 of it being, like, a potentially correct one. Not 1 in 15 chance of it being the shiny. It's like 1 in 150 of that. But yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here. So, god damn it. We're gonna go a little bit longer, and then I'm actually gonna reload the game, because even though I know that's going to do literally nothing, I know that has nothing to do with it, but this is bizarre. I've never taken this long to get, like, the correct, like, you know, all the stuff that you can at least, like, know beforehand to know if it's the correct Pokemon. It's never taken me this long to get the correct one. Except for something like, again, with Eevee, where it was like, there was only a 1 in 150, or, yeah, 1 in 150 chance of it being, like, the correct silhouette and stars, right? Because it was just, if the silhouette was correct, then it was, you know, the correct end for you. Because the thing about the Eevee event was, so, like, all the evolutions were possible, and then G-Max Eevee is possible in 5 stars. And so in 5 stars, only if it was just a normal Eevee without G-Max, then that could only be the shiny Eevee. It couldn't possibly be the normal one. So, like, yeah, that one took a long time to get the correct one to spawn, but that's because it just had to be a super low chance, because there was no, like, normal version. And the nice thing about that was you never, like, checked the raid, and then were like, oh, nope, that wasn't it. Alright, this is going to be the last one we load up, and I'm going to reload the save, or the game, because this is... this is insanity. I will never ever understand why my luck in these games is so bizarrely polar. So, to be clear, that's not it. That's the same one as we loaded up the first time. So that one will never ever be shiny. Well, by the way, there's about a 12% chance of it taking like a full 30 spawns to not get a single Delibird. And we're past that now by a good bit. In fact, assuming my math's right, which is probably not, but saying we've had like 36 attempts at spawning, it's like 8%. Again, I'm probably off by like 1 on that count, but cool. We're now under 8%. It's like 7.7. But yeah, I don't understand my luck. Like, I don't have average hunts. I either get, like, I'll get back-to-back shiny chain, or, you know, 40 chains in BDSP, or I'll hatch in, like, 4 eggs, or 6 eggs, I think was a Jural. But then on the flip side of that, like, I'll go way past odds for some shit. And usually it's when I go like way over, it's not so much like the shiny odds. It's just like even getting like just shit to work. Or like the time that I think this was on the stream that I didn't upload. I don't know if I actually updated the date there. I know I did. But yeah, the time where I had like 13 or 14 straight quick balls fail. And it wasn't like bad, terrible odds on it. It was something like a 40% catch chance, which isn't great, but it's also not like a 14 in a row failing. I don't understand what the fuck, like, that is, again, it's shit like this, where it's, like, nothing to do with, like, the shiny odds. It's, like, even getting anything even remotely correct to spawn. Like, I can't even get the correct Pokemon to spawn at all, let alone it being shiny. Well, I shouldn't say that. I can't get the correct 5-star Pokemon. We've had, you know, a few Delibirds pop up. Oh, was that the one that ticked over? Oh yeah, so I suppose that would actually be messing up my count slightly, again, not by much. But there are a couple less spawn attempts that I've had, but we're still, man, we're approaching 50 spawns here without the correct one, and it's supposed to be 1 in 15. At this point, I don't know if we're even going to be hunting for Galarian Meowth at all. I don't know if we're even going to spawn a single more Delibird, let alone one that's shiny. Well, there's Delibird. Not, you know, the right one again, but there it is. Well, I didn't think I was going to need a counter for this, but apparently I need a counter just for trying to get a 5-star Delibird to spawn, let alone the shiny. This might be some of the worst luck I've had, like, just period in Pokemon. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I'm not sure that my EV hunt, like, trying to get an EV to spawn in the last event took this long. Alright, so this next spawn here will be 60 attempts without a single 5-star Delibird. Which is supposed to be 1 in 15, by the way. And maybe I'm off by 1, maybe it's 59 or it's 61 or something. But, looking at a nice old 1.5% there. Of, like, my luck being this fucking bad. And again, we haven't even gotten to getting a shiny yet. We're just trying to get the correct Pokemon to spawn. Let alone spawn shiny. So yeah, this will probably be the entire stream tonight. Silly me for thinking that this wasn't going to take me 6 hours. I seriously do not understand what's going on here. Holy fucking shit, finally. So that's like almost down to 1% chance of it taking me that long for the correct one to spawn. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, there's no point. Let me take that back. Let's go ahead and save, because if it does somehow beat us, which I don't understand how it would, it's a fucking, oh my god. Right, I have to scroll all the way back over again every time now. Whoops. Nope. Cool. So that whole half hour that I spent trying to spawn a single fucking Pokemon was for nothing. But hey, at least it spawned. Maybe it won't keep screwing me over now. It will. You know what? Maybe after this, instead of Meowth, maybe I should go do a Registeel. I'm thinking now, because when I finally finish this hunt, it's going to be time to, hopefully it means all my bad luck will be gone, and so it'll be time to go hunt for the Registeel. I think I'm actually going to do that. Yeah, that's what we're going to do tonight. So yeah, no Meowth. We'll switch over to my other profile and hunt for Registeel, because also that does make more sense, because there's no way we're going to be able to do 150 Meowth eggs tonight. And I would like to keep my pace of doing 150 every hunt with Meowth. I really didn't want to hop into Registeel hunting again, but again, clearly with how bad my luck is being right now, it would be a good time. Because again, my luck is very polar, so hopefully whenever I finally get this Delibird, that means it'll be time to go do Registeel and finish up that hunt. And hopefully my luck will have swung back the other way again. Like, obviously I know complaining about not getting a shiny in 30 minutes is a little bit absurd, but like, again, the problem isn't the not getting the shiny, it's the took me 30 minutes to spawn the correct Pokemon, which is not an issue I ever have with this. Like, even the EVs, I didn't have that much trouble, I feel like. I think they might have gone as long as an hour, but like, they were significantly less likely to spawn. Again, they were 1 in 150, not 1 in 15, so yeah, no. I don't know, maybe this is my punishment for complaining about getting that Dusclops shiny. Though I feel like that's somewhat deserved, because again, I just got a shiny. Well, maybe I shouldn't say just. It wasn't all that long ago that I got shiny, the entire Duskull line shiny. So Duskull, Dusclops, and Dusknoir. And I have, I think, 2 extras, right? Because I have an extra one in home, and then an extra one in Pokemon Go as well. Which, speaking of, tomorrow, Community Day. Or the start of Community Weekend, really. I should look up exactly when the stuff for that goes live, because being that it's the whole weekend, I don't know if it's going to be the same as usual. Usually it's like 11 to like 5, I think, is when the stuff spawns. But being that it's over 2 days, I don't know if they're going to be doing that again. Just because, like, I guess they could, because it is 2 different sets of spawns. But, I don't know. I'm definitely excited for that, though. I'm going to get a lot of freaking shinies tomorrow. So that'll be great for my shiny count. That's also why I'm not going to bother updating any of like the infographic stuff until then, because there's just no point. Also, wait a second. So something else I just thought about. So I was actually worried about Altaria, because I was like, oh crap, I'm going to have to do so much, I'm going to have to get so many candies in order to evolve that. No, I won't. Because I can just bring that into, I believe, Sword and Shield, and evolve it here. So never mind, that actually won't be an issue. I think I might still try to, though. So that way I can have one in Pokemon Go. As much as I don't really care about it, like I don't play the competitive part of Pokemon Go. I don't really care about capturing like gyms. Like there's one near me that I'll like try and get, but like I shouldn't even say try to get. I will, if there's an open spot, I'll put my Pokemon in it. And like sometimes if it's like occupied by another team, then I'll look at it and be like, all right, these guys have all had their Pokemon here for more than a day, so I guess I'll go knock them out and then put mine in. But yeah. Don't really care about it. But it is nice to have, like, shinies to kind of show off in those gyms when I do occasionally do them. And it is a good way to just, like, casually get more shiny. Wait a second. Okay, yes, I was actually in a raid. For some reason, I thought I was, like, in the overworld looking at a den, not, like, in it yet. Also, this one's taking a long time again, it feels like. I don't think it's been that bad, though. It would just be nice if this was, like, actually spawning at the average rate instead of, like, taking forever. Like, I get that I got lucky with the very first one I opened up being a 5-star Delibird, but, like, I feel like that's a lot, not even I feel like, that is significantly more likely than it taking, you know, over 60 spawns in order to get it to pop up again. Yeah, I need to look up what all the Pokemon were for Community Day as well. I think I made a list of them somewhere. Because, like, I think one of them is the Machop line. And I already have a Machamp, actually. No idea if it's actually legit or not, to be honest. It's one where I think someone sent it to me in a... Well, this had to be how they did it. But it got sent to me via surprise trade in a Sword and Shield. And yeah, it got sent over to me as a Machoke. I was like, oh shit, that's a shiny Machoke. And then it started evolving and went, oh shit, right, because it's a trade evolution, so I had a shiny Machamp, which is good because, like, I don't feel like doing the trade evolutions otherwise. Or, well, I mean, I do, I don't. I'm too lazy to put in the effort, especially like right now when I don't really have any that I can do. I do have a shiny Pumpkaboo that I'd like to evolve at some point. Which sucks because I think at one point there was an event for shiny Gourgeist, like one of these raid events. It was probably the Halloween event 2 years ago, actually. Well, so the 2020 Halloween event. And, but I remember looking at that, and this was before I was going to work for a Shiny Dex. And I went, I don't really care to do that right now, because I already have the Pumpkaboo, so whatever. If I ever want Gourgeist, then I'll just, you know, evolve that. And now it's, over a year later, I'm like, fuck, I should have done it. Because there were a few that I missed out on for those raid dens. Like, I didn't do... Well, so I started to do the Tauros one. But I did a bunch of attempts on it, and then I just stopped trying. But then... I know there's been other stuff that I did miss. Just because I was... Again, it was like... Well, at the time I didn't really care too much. And so it was like... I only got them if I, like, kind of liked the shiny. Although I say that, I think I got the shiny, Chansey. Hey, there we go. Again, that's not necessarily the shiny, but it is at least one that I can load into. Oh, you know what? Let me... I want to double check what shiny, what the shiny Delibird looks like. Also, this event does go for a while, so like if I need to, I can kind of leave this. Oh, so it's not really pink. It's more purplish. What do I have for Pokeballs? I should have one of pretty much everything, but... Honestly, Master Ball might not be the worst choice for this one. I do kind of like the Premier Ball, because it's... I guess it's kind of Christmassy, but it's... The colors are backwards is the issue. Do I not have any, Heal Balls, or Love... or Dream Balls, or anything? Huh. That's weird. I'm not sure quite why I have 3 Beast Balls either. Hold on a second. Maybe we'll get lucky with this guy and he'll sell some Heal Balls. Nope. What does the Dream... I think the Dream Ball is really what I want. Oh, can you not buy Dream Balls, though? Oh, that kinda sucks. Wait a second, hold on. Can you get Dream Balls from the Delibirds? It's... Okay, no, but like I see a bunch of dens that have what? Huh. So yeah, I guess you can get it as like a rare drop from Delibird in like normal Delibird dens. That seems like not right, but... I'm just like super... Oh yeah, no, look at that. It's a, in the rare dens in like Crown Tundra, I think it was. It's possible to have a Delibird spawn, and it's possible for those Delibirds to have Dream Balls on them. Okay, well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna throw a Master Ball at it. Fuck it, I don't care. Again, this won't be the shiny anyways, I'm sure, but... Oh, I took the wrong Pokemon. Now watch, this will be the shiny now. That's okay. If we fail, I saved, and also it wasn't it anyways, so... Alright, yeah, if I could go buy Dream Balls, I would bother to do that. Oh, stop it. Fucking Joy-Cons. It's impressive how bad the Joy-Cons are. Like, I've never had another controller have, like, stick issues, other than, like, I think I had a PS2 controller where, like, pressing in the stick didn't work anymore. But I've never had, like, any other controller have issues just from use, except for, again, with the stick, but even that was probably just me pressing it too hard at some point. And then Joy-Cons, I've had both of them break so far, and they effectively are one controller, so, you know, good job, Nintendo. But hey, at least I don't have a Switch Lite. Because I remember someone looking that up in my chat once and being like, yeah, it's like 27 steps to get open the Switch Lite enough to get at the joysticks. Yeah, no thanks, I'm good. Like, I've had to replace one of these, one of the joysticks on my Joy-Cons, the left one it was. And it's just, like, it's not terribly hard or anything, but, like, I shouldn't have to do that on something that I've owned for, well, when did I get this? 2017? I guess I have had that. Oh, wow, that was fast. I guess I have had my Switch for, like, 4, really? Yeah, it's been like 4 years. Okay. Now, honestly, for the first until Let's Go Eevee came out, I barely played it, like, at all. I think between what Let's Go Eevee came out at the end of 2018, and so between buying it in like middle of 2017 and the end of 2018, I played it maybe 5 or 6 times. Let's do this. Also, I have no idea if I sound as congested in the microphone as I, like, feel. The weird thing is I don't even feel that congested, but, like, my right nostril is really bad. Alright, come on, Delibird, be nice to me. I already had to suffer a whole lot of system clock manipulation just to get any of you to spawn. Nope. Just to make sure. Okay. Alright, I think next time I get a Delibird to spawn, which maybe I shouldn't say this because it took me 30 minutes one time. But I need to go get something to blow my nose with. I was gonna take a really short break when like in between Delibird, and it was gonna be Meowth, but now I'm gonna switch over to Registeel. We'll see how that goes. Oh. I have to be really careful about loading up that Registeel because I don't know what my count actually is at. Because last time I did it, I forgot to write down what the count was at. And whenever I switch between, like, what hunts I'm doing, it always messes it up in my counter program. So, we'll figure that out. Close, but not it. Yeah, I'm at like 1750 something. I suppose there is an easier way for me to find out. If I just, yeah, maybe I'll do that instead. I was just thinking of how to do it, because I don't want to, there's an easy way for me to look it up by just looking up the last video that I did on it. That it didn't go up on YouTube because there was just no point. It was a very short hunt. It was only about 100 attempts, and it was pretty much me being quiet the entire time because I was very frustrated that day. And so I made the decision to not upload that one because there was nothing of value there. I mean, it wasn't like we got the richest deal or anything. Alright, come on. So I love how when you do these, when you mess with the system clock, it does like momentarily pause the clock. And so what happens is if you look at the clock right now, it says 9:22, but it's actually like 10:02 for me. So in the last like 50 minutes, the clock has spent about 40 minutes paused. Though now that I think about it, maybe it's not paused so much as it just doesn't, like every time you set this, it sets it to 9 hours, 22 minutes, and 0 seconds is what's happening. Which seems more likely, actually. Anyways. Alright, so this one won't actually change the den at all. Or the spawn at all. Yeah, I really hope this is something that they keep for future games. The like events that you can actually go catch the shiny Pokemon in instead of it just being like a shiny, or like just being a online event. Because like this is, as much as like I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of the raids, I'm definitely not a big fan of all of the Dynamax adventures. And like I wish there was a better way to attempt a lot of these instead of just manipulating the system clock. But like just having like monthly, or even for a while it was like bi-weekly events. Oh, was it bi-weekly or was it monthly? I think it was bi-weekly for a little bit. They were doing events. But yeah, just having these events like in-game that like encourage you to go and play it and stuff. Like again, these aren't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but this is really cool. I do hope they do keep doing this in the future. I understand that I would have really liked it if it was in the Gen 4 remakes in some way. I feel like it would, but the the Pokemon hideaways in the underground. I feel like that would have been a really good place for them to try and do something like this. But like, it's a remake, whatever. I'm not gonna lose too much, lose too much, or not lose, but give too much concern to that. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say here. I'm tired. Oh, sorry about that. But like, I'm 99% sure that I saved. Anyways. God damn it, I did it again. The funny thing is I was going to go switch my Pokemon, but then I went, oh wait, hold on, let's go save again real quick. Alright, hold on a sec. So, we'll load back into this one. I'm gonna go run to the bathroom real quick. Partially to actually like go to the bathroom, but also so that way I can blow my nose because it's bad. I don't know what's caused it to be so bad. Probably the fact that it's been actually kind of cold recently, and I haven't been wearing a jacket outside because I'm stupid like that. Problem is, most of the time when I'm driving, like I'll have the heater on or whatever anyways, so like I won't even think about it, and then I'll get out of my car and be like, oh shit, it's cold. Anyways, alright, I will be back in just a moment. Alright, alright, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, this is the one that I already loaded. Wait, hold on. There we go, that's the correct one. Okay, this is the one that I already loaded up earlier, so I think we're good to go. Man, I really didn't expect this to take an hour tonight. I don't know. Like, I know I noticed that it was 2% shiny, 18% regular, and I think usually it's like, you know, like 30%-ish regular, so it's like, I think I saw that, and I went, oh wow, this one will be really fast. Not thinking about the fact that it's just like, it's still the same odds as normal, it's just, I don't know. Also, again, I've had really good luck lately. I think I had 2 in a row. I think it was Chandelier and Cincino. However, that like, it's like some rat thing. I don't remember, or mouse, I guess I should say. But it's like Mincino and Cincino, or however you're supposed to pronounce it. But those ones were back-to-back, or they were events like, you know, 2 weeks apart from each other. And I got both of those on the very first try, which was awesome. So I suppose this is just my punishment for that. Though I felt like I already had that punishment for that with the Eevees, because those did take a little bit. I mean, each of those took at least an hour, or on average, I think those each took an hour. Did they? Maybe, because I did it over a number of days. Because, I mean, that was right when, that was when BDSP launched. And, so it was like I think it was a 10-day long event or something like that. Yeah, because that was the one that I was planning on doing it, on Thanksgiving. I was gonna just do a long stream that whole day. And then I went, because I was playing games with a friend, and then I was like, well, I'll just do a normal length stream later. But then that didn't happen, or yeah, that didn't happen because I was still playing the friend. I was like, you know what? I don't feel like doing the stream. Fuck it, it'll be fine. There we go. Maybe this will be it. It would be right around an hour, so, you know, that would track. Grab this thing. Again, most of the stuff in that box is just like random hacked garbage that I've received through trades. And all that stuff will die in this save because I'm sure shit not risking my Pokemon Home account. Or like my home save. Oh, okay. Well. So something I need to work on still in BDSP is actually catching like all the stuff that I don't already have. Or not that I don't already have in Gen 4. Because yes, when the home compatibility is added, I'll be able to just like mass copy everything over that I still need. You know what I could do though? Actually, yeah, you know what? This will be a lot easier. I might just straight up copy all of the boxes over from Gens 1 through 4. Because the thing is, I couldn't really do that with my sword save when I was doing that one again. I needed to get my shiny charm. Because with that, because it kind of picks Pokemon from like every generation, but it's not picking like every Pokemon. So I couldn't just wholesale copy boxes, but maybe since I will be able to, assuming you can transfer from home to BDSP, and it's not one way from the game to home. God, that would really suck, because I wouldn't be able to get the shiny charm if they do it that way. But yeah, assuming I can transfer over. Since everything Gens 1 through 4 is in the game, I can just copy all of the boxes. Except for, like, the last box, and that's not a big deal. I mean, that's a lot of, like, mythics and stuff anyways. Which, as far as I know, you don't need for, the shiny charm. So, like, I don't think you need, like, Manaphy and Fione and Shaman and Arceus and Darkrai. I'm very curious to find out if the special quest that you get in Legends Arceus for having a Brilliant Diamond or a Shining Pearl save, you get a special quest for Darkrai in Legends Arceus, and I'm very curious to know if that's going to be shiny locked. Also, I hadn't realized that game launched at the end of January. I thought that game launched at the end of February. So, holy crap. But yeah, I can't wait to get, I forget how to pronounce the name of the new region. But whatever the new name of the region is, there's a bunch of different, new regional forms for it. As well as new evolutions, like Stantler and Basculin have new evolutions. But also there's new regional forms of, for sure, Growlithe, Zeraora, and their evolutions, presumably, Breviary and Voltorb. And there's a lot of speculation that there will be regional forms for the starters, for Cyndaquil, Oshawott, and Rowlet. And the logic that people are using for that makes sense, because they haven't shown off the evolved forms of those Pokemon yet at all. That being said, who knows? Like, there's nothing to say for sure there will be there's just been some, like, just some people have noticed. It's like, weird that we haven't seen any of the evolved forms. Even though, like, with the most recent, trailer that they showed off. Or not even trailer. What the hell? Huh. Okay, I feel like that last song ended kind of abruptly. But anyways, people noticed in some recent gameplay that there's a level 16 Oshawott that the trainer's using. And Oshawott evolves at level 16, so like, kind of weird that it's not the Duat, I believe, is the evolved form. So, I don't know, but again, it's just speculation. But anyways, I am very interested to go get more regional forms. And potentially, by then, I highly, highly, highly doubt it, but potentially I could have my, my living decks done by then. Because I still need to get a Deoxys. And then Shaman and Arceus. Now Shaman I know I'll get with the in Legends Arceus, one of the other things you get for having a BDSP save, I think. Or it might be a save for Sword and Shield, actually. But there's some bonus for having some saved where you actually get a Shaman. So yeah, and then it's very possible that we'll get some sort of Arceus in, some sort of event for Arceus in BDSP when Legends Arceus comes out. So then I'll just have Deoxys, and I have no idea if or when we'll ever get that in BDSP. In theory, if there's ever like an Oaks Lab for it. I feel like this song has ended abruptly again. I don't think I did. I think it's just these are very short songs, but it's definitely making me feel like there's something going wrong with my Spotify. The other issue is I'm not really paying attention to the songs. So I'm just noticing when they stop for a moment. Anyways, yeah, if there's ever like an Oaks Lab or something like that for BDSP, then I can just generate my Deoxys, and then, because again, stuff that is like presently unobtainium, I don't care about getting that legit or not. So I'm basically just getting a placeholder to say that I have it. But like, eventually I'll replace it with a legitimate one. But for the time being, I don't care. Well, another thing is, once I can get a legitimate one, then I'll be like, well, then I could get it, you know? So it's like, I do want everything to be legit. And I only have a few things that are not legit. The only thing that you can, that isn't like mythic, that I have that isn't legit would be my Kyogre. And that's because trying to beat the Kyogre Dynamax adventure by yourself is borderline impossible, if not just straight up impossible. So, yeah, not too worried about that one. Also, I mean, eventually I'll catch it in Brilliant Diamond. It's just because that's also going to be my one opportunity to shiny hunt it. I don't really want to waste that until I'm ready for it. Until I'm ready to shiny hunt, which, not looking forward to that one. That's a long hunt. Not as bad as trying to shiny hunt the starters in Brilliant Diamond. Like, if you want your very first Pokemon to be a shiny, like one of the starters is a shiny. Because for that, you have to, like, restart the entire game every time. That's crazy. I could never do something like that. Because, again, that's still 1 in 4,000 odds. And, yeah, just, no. Like, the Kyogre is going to be bad enough. Just being the 1 in 4,000, but at least I can soft reset. I say soft reset, but you don't really soft reset with these games. Because in the older games, on the older handheld games, to soft reset, you would like press a certain combination of buttons, and it would just reload the game instead of, because normally to reload the game, you would turn off your console and turn it back on, right? With like a GBA or I think DS you also had to soft reset. I don't remember. I think normal DS you could do it like you close the game but you don't turn off the console. But anyways, yeah, so there's a button combination so that way you wouldn't have to turn off the console. And so that was referred to as soft resetting. But, you know, with these games, you hit X when you're in this menu to close the game, and that's how you reset, so that's not really a soft reset. But anyways, at least with Kyogre, you can just, like, you can reload the save right outside of it to check for trying to get the shiny. Also, something nice about that Kyogre is, it being that the shiny is very like a purplish pink, it's a great Pokemon to use the Master Ball on, so at least I don't have to worry about how I'm gonna catch it. I can just throw shit at it. Well, not just throw shit, I mean throw a Master Ball and just catch it 100%. Thank God. That's like, that's the only saving grace there. Granted, I can actually do that with a lot of Pokemon now because, you know, totally legitimate, not exploiting the menu method of getting more items, but which reminds me, I need to start doing more of that when I'm off stream as well. Because, like, I really just need to make a bunch, or, you know, again, legitimately acquire a bunch of rare candies. Because that's gonna make it so much easier for like evolving stuff. I mean, I've already done it a bunch, which reminds me, I have I did evolve one of my Starly and my Sentret that I caught the other day. So I now have the whole Starly line. So I have Starly, Staravia, and Staraptor. I have all those shiny. Because my first Starly, I immediately evolved into Staraptor. And then I have a Furret as well now, so that's nice. I can't wait until home compatibility is added, because it'll be so nice to be able to import that stuff over. I will probably also go through, once that compatibility is added, I'm going to go through home and like double check that everything that I have marked off as having shiny, I actually have shiny. Because especially with this Pokemon Go event coming up, after all that stuff, it was very possible that like either I'll have clicked on something that I didn't mean to, or like I'll click on one of the Pokemon but it won't actually take by the website, or just, you know, I'll miss something that I got shiny at some point. So just to get all that stuff done and out of the way. Also, I really need to go through on this, go through Isle of Armor and check to see if I have any more mushrooms spawned. Because I still need to try to get all of my Pokemon that I have shiny to also have Gmax forms if they have it available, or to have the Gmax like factor or mark or whatever it's called. Also, this Delibird is taking forever. But yeah, I still need to go through and do all that with them, so I think it might just be Eevee that I have left to do. For stuff that I currently have shiny anyways. But I need to remember to do that more often as well, because those mushrooms kind of suck to spawn. I don't even know what exactly is the way that spawns them. All I know is that after a while they do spawn again. I think it has something to do with like doing raids. Like if you do a bunch of raids, or like if you do a raid, then there's a chance for one to spawn. Also, again, there's supposed to be some way to respawn that Wailord that spawns out in the ocean in Isle of Armor. And I've never had that Wailord respawn. Not once. But again, there's a bunch of people who say that they've had it respawn. I don't know, I kind of feel like it's not supposed to be honest. I suspect if there's people who have legitimately had it respawn, then it's just a glitch. Because it does seem like, being that it's a like big almost set piece on the map, it seems like something that you're only supposed to be able to do that once. Which would be a shame, but like, eh. It also doesn't really matter. It's not like I would go shiny hunt it. I mean, besides the fact that I already have a shiny Wailord, but also that would be a very miserable way to try and shiny hunt it. I do need to get a Wailmer at some point. And that's one that I will have to do via egg, because there's no way to chain that in BDSP. I mean, I guess I could find the spot in the wild area on this game where Wailmer spawns, but I ain't gonna do that. Encounters just seem miserable in this, to be honest. Well, especially because it's 1 in 1366 chance, as opposed to 1 in 500 with eggs. And yes, I know, if you get 500 encounters, it ever so slightly improves the chances of getting a shiny. But instead of being like 1 in 1366, it's like 1 in 1312 or something. Very minor increase. So it's still not worth doing. I know some people prefer to do it that way because it is more interesting to do. But also the odds of you screwing up and like not seeing it, or not seeing it. Although, because all the information of the Pokemon is generated when it spawns in the overworld, even though it doesn't show as shiny in the overworld, it is very possible for that shiny to spawn and you just don't see it and you don't notice it, and then, you know, like obviously you try and go encounter all the Pokemon, but it's possible that it despawns before you have a chance to encounter the specific one that is shiny. But also, it's just like, those odds are just so terrible. And also, having now done the Registeel hunt, where at least it's like very consistent getting it to spawn, I'm good. I can live without doing another encounter hunt like that. Chaining is like, sucks enough. So, yeah, no. I'm good. There we go. I really should have been keeping track of how many of these that I've done. Both, like, resetting the den, and also how many like 5-star Delibirds I've seen. This is like 6 or 7 or 8 or something like that. We're not terrible yet. Hey, hell yeah! All right. Awesome. All right, so we'll do about an hour and a half of Registeel. Okay, I figured out what the my count is for Registeel as well. Because all I did was I just added 9. Well, I added 900 plus 9, a whole bunch of, or plus 9, then plus 9, etc., 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 until I got up to 1750 something. So the only possible count that I could have for Registeel, doing 9 in between every reset, is 1755. So that has to be what the count is. So we can definitely do that after this. And before we start up a counter as well, I will be making sure that I save my current Suicune total as well. Thank God, I'm so glad I have this. I'm kind of glad I got this in like an event as well, because like this isn't one that I was particularly interested in hatching, because it's just like not an interesting Pokemon. Like stuff like Lantern, because or like Chinchou, because I love Chinchou, or like Eevee, or even like Larvitar. Larvitar's an interesting Pokemon at least. But like Delibird's just Delibird, right? Like there's nothing interesting about it, so I wasn't looking forward to specifically hunting it, but this made it really easy. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna throw the Master Ball. It's the best color for this. If I had a Dream Ball, I would have used that, but we don't, so Master Ball will do this fine. This is even the first time I've used a Master Ball at these raids. I just remembered, I think I used one for Zoroark as well. Which is funny, because, you know, these are already 100% guaranteed catches, so, whoops. Got some candies. Not a whole lot of candies from it. Or XP candies. There was, the first, like, Christmas event that they had, when the game just came out, was, it was Delibird. I don't know if it was, you could get it shiny in that, but it gave a whole bunch of XP candies. So I wish I would have done that event. Anyways. Oh, hell yes. Alright, let's see what stats this thing has. Not bad. I mean, 5 IV. I mean, it was guaranteed at least 4 IV, but... is Insomnia any good of an ability? Let's see. Or I shouldn't say his insomnia, because I know insomnia is okay. Oh, it's his ability. Okay. Wait, it has 2 separate abilities that prevent it from sleeping? What the hell? What up, Doggy Gare? Or Dodie Gare, sorry. Yeah, insomnia sucks. Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing, but yeah, the other weird thing is it also has Vital Spirit, which... Or it can also have Vital Spirit, which does the exact same thing. I guess the developers really don't want Delibird to be able to sleep. Cool. Okay, well, let's go ahead and save. Can I help you involve your eyes? Unfortunately not. Not right now. Sorry. What was it doing there? Alright, so I'm actually going to be switching over... So I'm going to go ahead and end this recording for YouTube. So yeah, that's the end of Delibird. I'm going to be hopping over into Registeel for a little bit. So yeah, if you saw this on YouTube, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.